Hello YouTube, this is Bradley, and we're here in Ellicott City of Howard County, Maryland. August 3rd, 2016, and we're going through the river near the trolley stop. The only way I was able to get back here is I had to go through Ilchester Road and come that way because everything's blocked off. State troopers everywhere, Howard County everywhere. Mainly state troopers though. And they're blocking off everything. And it was a bad storm on July 30th. Very bad. I live in Columbia, and I was trying to get my girlfriend to come over, and she was in Town and Country, and she's like, "Are you crazy? I'm not coming over. There's no fucking way." I'm like, "Why? It's just a little rain." She was like, "Have you not heard about Ellicott City?" And I'm like, "That's Main Street." She was like, "No, there are cars floating down Route 40. And I'm like, "Really?" And the next day she showed me, she was like, "Look, you dumbass." And I felt really bad because it was really fucking bad down here. Like, as you can see, all the rocks are in the water. That used to be all sand where you could play on the rocks and not worry about getting wet or anything. Some debris is washed up. It was just really bad. If you live in Howard County, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you've been down to Old Ellicott City, you know what I'm talking about. Every year, Old Ellicott City has some kind of historic moment, and it's always a tragedy. The only time Old Ellicott City really has good memories is when it's no storm. Of course, everyone knows about haunted houses and all that, but the real historic part of stuff is that the fact that I don't think these buildings that are down here will ever fall, because this storm should have brought down buildings. I mean, it tore up sidewalks, tore up Main Street. For it not to bring down the old buildings here tells you a lot about the foundation in the 18 and 1900s. Like, these are some really strong buildings. So I'm gonna walk up here a little bit farther and see how far we can really get before the water says no more. Or the debris or whatever we come across. There's a rope swing down here that me and a lot of the high school kids go down. And yeah, as you can see, this used to be, oh shit, this used to be a lot bigger walk path, and now it's not. Gotta be careful, especially when you're in the wrong shoes. This water was never this high, and like they say, never say never. The storm was terrible. I mean, you can imagine, the water came pretty much up to where these rocks are right here. So from here to here was in water. All this was river. All this was, what is this, Patuxent River? Like, oh, here we go, we got a tree. A tree's down, that's nice. So now I gotta find a way to get around this guy. Oh, and I think I found a way. I was gonna go under it, but I don't think that's a good idea. Let's just jump. There we go. Yeah, you can tell the water came up here just by looking at all the debris. The water, like, it's never this clear in this, you know, like this. It's never. The water definitely came up to these big rocks. That's definite. Let's see. Okay, we're coming up on the rope swing. And I don't know if you can hear the water, but it's pretty rough. It's still trying to calm down after the other day. There's the rope swing. There's a tire swing. I think that's actually new. It's actually kind of windy. It's not warm enough for anybody to be out here. Oh wow! First time seeing that. Trespassing sign on that tree. That has never been there before. That's new. So, oh, and if you if you know anything about this river and you come down here and swim, that beach down there is completely gone. Used to be a little semi-beach, and then as you go down farther, it's just more nothing, really. You probably hear a helicopter. I don't know where he's at. He's probably hovering over Main Street. Like I said, it was Wednesday. Today's Monday. No, today's Tuesday. Or no, God, I'm getting my days confused. Today's Wednesday. So it was literally 1 week ago, and they're still trying to fix things up and get it back to the old Ellicott City way. But you know, it's going to take a while. People predict 3 weeks, people predict a month. That's incredible. I think it's going to take at least a half a year, 6 months, before everything's fully up and running again back in Ellicott City. I just don't see it happening within a month. I mean, oh shit, almost fell. You've really got to have a lot of workers to do that. But I'm going to end this video because I thought we'd see a lot more excitement. Not really excitement, but debris. There's not much down here, so I'm going to see if we can get some more video. But I don't think the authorities and the emergency team's really going to let me. So hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're not from here, you should definitely come down here. Not now, but definitely in the near future, come down here and check out Old Ellicott City, because there's a lot of history about haunted houses and lobotomy treatment, shock treatment, and different stuff like that. Like College Avenue, you hit the 7th hill at midnight and you hear a girl scream. You know, there's different stuffs about Ellicott City that's pretty freaky. But note, never come down when it rains, especially if it's a really bad storm. Halloween is pretty creepy down here. Let's see, 4th of July, you know, there's some bars down here, so it gets pretty crazy down here. But if you haven't been down here, you got to come down here. It's in Howard County, Ellicott City, Maryland, off of 95 to 29 to Route 40, or you might be 100 to 29 to Route 40. And then you take Rogers Avenue all the way down past the courthouse. Just Google Old Ellicott City, and you should be able to find it if you're not from here. So I hope you enjoyed this video.